this
Greater omentum.
yeah, greater omentum. All right, because it's connected to the
Greater curvature.
greater curvature of the
Shut up,
stomach,
Tom.
which
You know
is
it
right
all.
here. All right, and then since we're at it, I'm gonna do that, and then okay, this the stomach is also got a lesser omentum, which is this. You see that? It's on the lesser curvature. Okay, and the parts of the stomach, of course, the cardiac part that we said in the lecture is right there by the sphincter. You know, so don't really worry too much about that, but really worry about the fundus, which is up on the top here, and most of it here, up to here, is the body. Okay, up to here, and then this part here, this sort of tubular part of the stomach heading towards the pyloric sphincter. That's the pyloric region, or pylorus, if you like. And then so the pyloric sphincter, you can actually see the indentation of it right here. All right. Well, maybe not. Actually, it's here. This is where. So this is that sort of tubular part of the stomach called the pylorus. All right. It's just been tinted a little bit by the gallbladder, but it's not the natural color. And then the pyloric sphincter over here. All right. And then so this is the duodenum. And in the quiz, I was like, what's that organ that runs by the duodenum
Pancreas.
and goes all the way across and ends by the spleen?
Yes, because I remember you saying pancreas.
Pancreas, yeah.
People don't realize how big it is.
This is the spleen.
Okay.
Okay, do you see that, ladies and gents? Okay. And this is the pancreas that ends right there. You see, this is the last part of the pancreas. You know, I've always been saying that sometimes I'll put the pin for the pancreas here, or sometimes if I want, I'll put it like right there. You know what I'm saying? So, and all this is pancreas. All this is pancreas. Hence the pancreas. Okay, and there's the spleen. So that's a good thing. All right. So well, we're gonna put this back a little while so that we can go to the lobes of the liver, which were in the exam, at least mostly for the human, right? So this pointy one is the caudate lobe, right? Okay. We can't see the the ducts for the gallbladder, all right, but it was in the exam. Now what happened is that the duct that goes to the gallbladder is the cystic duct, right?
I got it backwards. I got it
That's the
backwards
one I
now.
was
I heard
like,
it
God,
backwards.
darn
And
it.
then the one that comes from the left lobe and the right lobe is the left and right hepatic ducts, which I said left and right hepatic ducts join to form the common hepatic duct, which I said in the lecture.
I put common duct.
I
I
said it a
forgot.
few
I put
times.
hepatic duct.
Yeah,
Oh,
common
I know.
hepatic duct.
We all forgot a word.
Yeah, so you get half a point. But
That's okay,
it's-
we'll take it.
you can take it. So it's the common hepatic, duct, and the common hepatic duct joins with the cystic duct to form the common bile duct, which then empties right here at the duodenum. See what I'm saying? So that was in the exam. All the cystic duct, the common hepatic duct, and the common bile duct. So those are the 3 points. All right. You see what I was talking about, that I could actually ask you these questions without you having the cat in front of you.
Right.
Or I could describe organs around it or whatever, and then you tell me the organ of it. So, and you guys would kind of want, oh no. Now you don't have to be worried, okay, guys? Because it's not that bad. And so, of course, this is the left lateral lobe, right? And then the left median lobe and the right median lobe. And the only one you really have to search for, which is right here, this is the right lateral lobe. So that makes the 5. Caudate.
What's the quadrate
Well, that's in the human.
in the human?
Those are the ones I asked you to list. The quadrate, which was in the lecture 2, and I told you about it. I said it many times. I said quadrate, caudate, left and right lobes.
Oh yes, that's what I did. At least I got that one right.
That's 4 points altogether right there.
Yes.
I put that for the cat.
like one-
Because I thought the cat was the one that had a quadrate.
Oh no. Yeah, no, the human is. Remember, I even said it in the lecture today? In the lecture?
The cat wasn't on the quiz, it was human.
Was
Yeah.
human?
Yeah,
Ah.
so you got it right then.
Dang.
The only time I asked about the cat is how many
Distinct.
lobes in the cat.
Yeah.
Remember, I was telling you about it like many times before. I
Yeah.
said I'm gonna get you on the human in the quiz because you don't have a card up in front of you.
You
Did I
said
click
that
you?
Tuesday.
You back your bag. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said Tuesday.
But you see, so that's the reason I had the kind of quiz. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know.
Wouldn't that be
uh,
nice?
Yeah, we should. We might try to do that actually. That is a lot of things that to go with it, you know. So they may not be able to to jump that hoop yet. You know. But we'll get them to do that. When you get these new buildings and so forth, we may have a cut of a leg, you know what I'm saying? So we're done with all that, right? You got good pictures and so forth. And of course, this is the spleen, right? Yeah, very good. Lesser and greater momentum, all right? And, okay, so fine, we did all that. So now we go to the small intestine. So the first part out of the stomach is the duodenum, which we said is 25 centimeters long in the human. And the hormones from here are secretin and cholecystokinin, all right? And you know, they go into the blood and then come back, because guess what, this is like 6 meters long. So if they are secreted by this part, you know, it's only going to affect this part, which was what Patrick was asking. Now I remember his name. Yeah. So so it goes in the blood and then comes and perfuses all of, you see all these blood vessels. Okay. So duodenum, which is right there. And then if I put a pin anywhere here, that would be the jejunum. All right. And then I said for the ileum, we have to follow the colon. You see this female is pregnant. Do you see that? I took the other cat that I use normally for the afternoon session so that you guys could see that. And you see how these are the fallopian tubes. The fetuses of the cat will grow in there, not in the uterus like the human, okay? Because the uterus is very small, is this part. Anyway, so you follow the colon all the way to where it ends, right? Because it ends where the ileum ends. It begins where the ileum ends. Okay. Yeah, so this is the ileocecal junction that I said the main function of this is to make sure that material doesn't come from here into there. All right? Because here there are more of those bugs and so forth and so forth. Because again, the ceca is right at the junction, right? And I guess the ceca is really supplying some of the microbes in the small intestine here that are making all those B complex vitamins and vitamin K that are only absorbed in this area, in this ileocecal junction, right there. They're only absorbed right here in this little part, you know, after all the 6, you know. So if I put a sticker very close to the colon, that will be the ileum, right? And then
So how do we even know when it's tagged that this is part of the small intestine, this is part of the large? Because I mean, in the human, you can tell right away because of the how the colon
but here you can
structure,
still tell. Can't you tell? Look, this is the small intestine, this is the ileum. The end of the ileum is right there, right? You see, this is the ceca, right? And the ceca here, which is this little tube here. The appendix would have been here if it was a human. So you see how the colon is much bigger, it's much
bigger.
fairer.
Okay,
You
okay.
see how
Now I
it is?
see
All
it.
this is the colon. It's just that mine was bent here, so I'm trying to straighten it up. But you see how thick it is? You see?
Yeah, I see it now.
And you see this one, and you see the junction. You can even see the
Yeah,
junction.
now I can see it.
You see? So this would be the ascending colon. So if I put a sticker here, you say ascending colon. If I put a sticker very close to the colon, like right there, then you would say ileum. If I put a sticker there, you'd say jejunum. If I put
And the rest of
anywhere
it.
in the middle,
Yeah.
you know, because again, you know, and then if I put a sticker close to the stomach, right by the pancreas, because there's nowhere else I can put it except there, it's duodenum.
Oh, okay.
So that shouldn't be too bad. You see what I'm saying? And then of course, if you see how they are all arranged from the mesentery. So this is the mesentery. If I put a sticker like in there, don't say red blood vessel because I might just use this to tag it to hold it.
Yeah.
You know, you say mesentery, okay? Don't say red blood vessel. Okay, so that's that. So we get that. We get that. So now that we get the ascending colon over here, and again, you note the differences. Like when I drew the human colon, it's got the rostra, you know, those things, and the tenia coli is kind of is connective tissue muscle that kind of sort of contracts. It's got some tone in it. So as it contracts, it kind of makes the thing bulge like that. So that's what creates the tension in the tenia coli, creates those rostra. But this is smooth, as you can see. And then, of course, if I put a sticker right by the band, you see the band? So this band would be the, so I'll put it like right there using safety pins. This will be the transverse colon, okay? Then we go like that. So in the exam, you may have to have one glove, you know, and be moving this because some of the tags will be covered. And you can see here, if I put a sticker anywhere in this sort of vertical one, if you will, that's the descending colon. You can see there's also poop in here. So this one was about to poop before. Yeah, it's pretty much feces
That's the
at this
medical
point.
term.
Yeah. No, don't say poop in there. You say poop in there. I'll be so ignorant with that sort of terminology. So, and you see, if I put a sticker right close to the pubic area over there, that would be the rectum. Okay. This up here would be the descending colon. Okay. You can see the rectum is already kind of getting distended with fecal matter here. Okay. And then you get the defecation reflex and so forth. So that's all the small intestine and colon and liver and the stomach parts and the other glands, the accessory glands like the pancreas and the spleen is not really an accessory for the digestive, but we just do it because it's there. And oh my god, did I remove some of it? But this will be part of the what I was calling the thymus that time that you were asking about, Olivia.
No.
Okay, the thymus would be here, and some of it is mostly fat over here, but I guess the other cat that I normally use for you, the thymus is still really nice and present because it's a younger cat, I guess, you know what I'm saying. So you see it, but it runs from kind of the heart, kind of over here, the trachea, and also the superior vena cava. You see the superior vena cava?
And the thyroid, where would that be?
And the thyroid would be up here by the thingy. I think I mangled it when I was opening for the. It's right on top of the larynx, right here. You see the larynx? You see the cricoid cartilage and this kind of hard, and these are the rings that keep it open to the cartilage rings, and that's what's listed on that thingy.
That's the thyroid cartilage?
Yeah, the thyroid cartilage, because the thyroid gland is named, is right here over the larynx. You see what I'm saying? The thyroid is right here over the larynx.
And then the cricoid cartilage?
It's just the cartilage that
Those are
holds
little
these
rings.
rings.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll just ask about the actual anatomy, like this and that, the trachea, and maybe the larynx. The larynx is kind of hard to take because it's so hard. I can't put a pin in there, but I could ask about it in the quiz though, because you can describe it and it's easier to ask. So anyway, but that's that. And then of course for the digestive, we will do the esophagus up here. I'll just put a sticker here because it's easier than putting it in there. Okay. So that's all digestive. So now we move on to the respiratory. And in the exam, I was like, what's that muscle that demarcates the abdomen, and if you couldn't get that, you have to check yourself.
You asked that in the quiz?
Yeah,
What was
it's
it?
like the
What was it?
last
What
question.
was it?
You don't remember the quiz
I
already?
don't remember the question.
My God!
But
It was there. It was
That
there.
What was the
muscle.
last question?
Yeah.
So what
And I said,
separates the
yeah.
There's another point gone.
So
Yes.
The kidneys and the adrenal glands?
Yeah, the
That's
kidneys
not
and the
on the
adrenal
list.
glands. Yeah. You know why I put those on the list? No, but because
Only kidney.
we don't have. That's why I'm always showing the kidneys. Am I not? And I'm always talking about how the right one is always above the left one and so forth. But the adrenal gland would be kind of on top of this,
That
and
is
you
so
see the
bad.
fat.
Next to the
You
kidney.
see, yeah. So some of this may be the glandular tissue of it actually. You see this?
Would you?
And
would
this
you
may
put
be
a
the
sticker
renal.
right there?
I'm not gonna ask about it because it's part of the urinary system. You see that?
Okay.
Do you see that? Some of this fat is holding it, but I would say this would be the adrenal gland. You see this? And this would be the adrenal lumbar vein. Adrenal lumbar vein, which goes to the adrenal gland.
Is it going to be on the
No,
No, that won't be, but
guys.
just
Don't
bring it
be
up.
shocked. Don't be shocked. I'm not gonna give it.
Yeah.
Say, I didn't see that on the
The,
list.
the,
Would
the
I miss
reason I put
something?
some of those things because we would do a urinary system lab, and urinary system lab you'd then be doing just the kidneys, right, and the ureters, which you get to see. You see, this is the
Oh, yeah.
ureters going down there, okay, and then of course the bladder, which is here. Let me cut that. You see the bladder? Yeah. The other time there was a male cat, I squeezed the bladder like this and pee came out. It did.
Gosh.
Yeah, I could see a drop on the on the end of the penis on that. One of the
goodness.
cats I did, Yeah. So bladder, and things like that. So, and the urethra, which we can't see because this is a good.
And then the mesocolon, what's that?
Mesocolon. It's just meso middle. It's one of the parts of the colon, kind of like in the middle. You know, but I'm really concerned mostly about the the